Hello, I'm Dave. Today I'm going to teach you how I do a highline. Very important before you go into the backcountry to make sure that your animals are comfortable on a highline. So let's dig in. I use 1/2-inch rope. I have 100 feet of it. I personally use Prusik loops. There's also the little ones that have swivels built into them. I don't like them because you can't move them once the rope's tensioned, and I'll show you how this is very movable. I've got some carabiners. You can do it all with knots. I just think I can get the rope a lot tighter with a carabiner, and I have a couple swivels depending on how many animals I'm bringing. And then I have a couple tree savers. It's just some webbing. This is low tech. It's got 2 loops in it. All right, first step is we want the tree saver around the tree. A lot of public lands require this, not all of them. So, like I said, I just have 2 loops in the end. I put one through the other. You want to get it up as high as you can. I'm not going to get it up super high because I want you to be able to see it. So once we have the rope hooked up to it, I use a bowline. I've shown that on another video, but we'll do it one more time. You make a loop. You bring that loop through the loop. And then you take this tag in, go back upon itself, hold it, and you've got a perfect bowline every time. This is called the cowboy bowline. Super easy to untie no matter how much tension you get on it. So we'll run this to another tree. We got the tree saver. Same thing. I just do a loop through a loop. A lot of the commercial ones, this was just some webbing I have, but a lot of the commercial ones have rings, so you don't have to do a knot, but this one works for me. So what I generally do is put a carabiner through this loop on the tree saver. That way I don't have to pull the whole rope through, plus it gets it a lot tighter. So pull this as tight as you need to, and then I have this Prusik loop here, and I can go back. This is what allows it to get super tight. You can generally do this by yourself. If it's really long, you might need help, but I'll show you another trick for that so you can do it by yourself. I just pinch this and bring a loop through, and that's tight. So now I got a tight. I put a 1/2 inch over it. That way it can't come undone. And then I just take my extra rope, if you have any, and just loop it up. Go right through here, depending on where. Pull this through, and then it can just hang in there. It's not down there for the squirrels to chew on it or the animals to mess with it. If you can get it out of the way of everything. Let's try to give you a little close-up, slow on the Prusik loop. So you just have the loop, bring it through once, bring it through twice, bring it through the 3rd time. And then you might have to dress it just a little to make sure the loops are all in order. Hard to do this without my hands in the way, but there's your Prusik loop. It won't ever slide as long as there's tension on it. And once you just loosen this a little, it slides super easy. So like if I only have a couple animals, I can move them to a fresh spot of grass or a slightly better spot, or maybe there was kind of some obstacle there, a brush or a rock. Hook the carabiner to it and you can tie up another animal. Like I said, sometimes you don't need a swivel. It depends on your animal. My mules, I absolutely need a swivel. So I have the Prusik loop. A little hard to show this, but I just bring the loop through, put it over the bottom, and there's the swivel on. So then I just hook the carabiner up. And then here is the way I tie him. So this is Patriot. He's a mammoth donkey. I pack with both mules and mammoth donkeys. And hey, sometimes I bring the mini donkey along. So I make a loop in the rope, bring it through, and then I grab these three, not the end that the animal's tied to, but the other three, and I do a simple half hitch, bring this through, and tighten it down. That way it's really easy to take off, but very secure. Now maybe overnight, if I'm not around, I'm going to do another half hitch. I've never had one come loose, but it makes me sleep better. So there you go. It's set up on your Highline. Probably one of the most important parts is don't make it too long. You want them to be able to lie down. You want them to have their head go down, but you do not want this rope so long that their feet are going to get caught in it, or you will have a wreck. And if you're not around, they could get tangled up pretty good. These mammoth donkeys will just stand there till I come. But the mules, they can get into trouble. So it depends on your animal, but you want it a little higher. At night, I make it a little shorter. If I'm around and watching them and maybe it's in some grass, I'm going to do it a little longer. Try this a little closer. If I have a swivel, like I said, I don't need them on all the animals, but some of them I certainly do. I just pull that through, bring it around, pull it down, and there you go. You've got your swivel. That is the Highline. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to do it. This is the way I do it. Hope it helped. The other thing I wanted to show you is they make these little pulleys that go on a carabiner that just slip right on, and that'll get you a little more pull if you need it. I keep a couple of these. Seldom do I need it. Oh, he's eating my chair. Donkeys are troublemakers, I tell you. So I hope this helped. Let me know if there's any other videos that you want, anything you want to see. And a little later today, we're going to go for a trail ride. I'm going to be riding the young one and packing Patriot. The young one's Rebel. Oh, he wants a scratch. Have a great day. Hope this helped. We'll see you next time.